Hey guys, it's Kelsey. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Evertone OmniGlow LED mask. Now there are tons of LED masks on the market, and just kind of on a whim I decided to buy this without doing much research. I actually purchased this in January of this year, and I've been using it for nearly 90 days. So I've been using it long enough to have a pretty good opinion about it. So I'm going to go over the features of the mask, and then I'm going to talk about pros, some cons, and if I would actually recommend that you get this mask. So let's just start with the mask itself. So here it is. As you can see, it has a cool detachable neck piece, which is kind of nice. And it also has 7 LED colors, and that's actually a lot. Most masks don't have that many. And the colors are red, which is for anti-aging, blue, which is for acne, green, which is for wrinkles and fine lines, purple, which promotes lymphatic drainage, yellow, which helps hyperpigmentation, teal reduces skin tension and swollen capillaries, and white, which relaxes skin and helps expedite skin cell turnover. So 7 colors, that's pretty cool. And it also has a microcurrent feature. So if you turn this around, there are little holes in it, and it comes with these metal prongs, and you put them in here, and it is supposed to be emitting LED lights, and it's also supposed to be doing microcurrent at the same time. So that's kind of cool. I do want to note that if you are using the microcurrent feature, you need to be using some type of conductive serum. This is the Evertone Everglow activating serum that they recommend to use with it, but you can use a different serum. But anyway, you do need that if you're using the microcurrent. Okay, so first you need to plug it in, obviously, grab your remote, and you're gonna pick your LED color, whatever it is that you want to do. I've got it set on red, and it also has an intensity, which is kind of cool. It goes from 1 to 9, so obviously 9 is more intense. And then you need to select your duration. They recommend doing this mask for 30 minutes, at least 3 to 5 times a week. So that is pretty much it. If you want to do the microcurrent, that is here on the remote. That's pretty much the mask. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the pros and the cons of the mask. The pros, the price. So when I bought this with tax, shipping, everything, it was $161. It actually came with this, and I actually got a microcurrent separate device also. So I got all of that stuff for $161. Right now, I just looked at their website, and it's on sale for $169. They often have coupons on top of that, so it's priced really well if you compare it to other LED masks on the market. So that is definitely a pro. The multiple colors, that's definitely a pro also, because a lot of the other masks on the market have 1 or maybe 2 colors. This one has 7, so that really appealed to me. The neck piece is also really cool. I think we sometimes forget about our neck when we're doing our skincare. So this neck piece is cool. You're getting, treatments on your neck, and you can take it off if you don't want to use it. So I like that about it. The microcurrent option intrigued me. I figure, if you're doing LED, why not do microcurrent at the same time? So that seemed like a time saver to do both at the same time. And a really cool thing about this, it has a 100-day return policy. And the 100 days actually starts from when you receive the mask, not when you order it. So you get 100 days from the day that you actually receive it to try it and see if you like it or not. And then if you don't, you just need to get it back to them before 100 days. So 100 days is very generous. So those are kind of all the pros, and those are the things that caused me to just kind of order it on a whim, even though I didn't know too much about it. But let's start with the cons. So the very first con that I noticed when I took it out of the box, this thing is heavy, very, very heavy, and very uncomfortable. When you put it on, it hurts. I mean, there's no other way to say it. The first time I did try the microcurrents, I put them all on here, and there's just pieces of metal on your face. It hurts. So I gave up on those. I took those out, and the whole time I had it, I only used the mask for the LED lights. I did not use the microcurrent because it was just too uncomfortable. But even without these prongs, this thing is still very uncomfortable. And you will have marks on your face. So if your plan was to do this, first thing in the morning and then go to work, it won't work for you unless you want to go to work with marks on your face. Like, they take a while to go away. So I would do this at night before bed, and obviously by the morning the marks were gone, but it really shouldn't leave marks. Like, that's not really a pleasant thing, and it's just, honestly, it's very uncomfortable. As you can see, this is not cordless, and there's just a lot of cords, and this cord isn't that long. So I would plug all this in, get in bed, and I do have an adjustable base for my bed, so I was able to elevate my head, and I wore this and I watched TV, and that's how I kind of was my routine with this. But it's still, there's a lot of cords, it's clunky, it's heavy, and when you have this on, you can't really see what's going on around you. So the cords are kind of annoying. And the microcurrent, the one time that I tried to use it, I couldn't even feel the microcurrent. And you should be able to feel microcurrent when you're doing it. So to me, it was ineffective, and I never even tried it again. So it was uncomfortable and ineffective. Probably one of the worst cons about this is that you have to do this for 30 minutes per session. So for me, I really wanted to focus on red and blue LED lights. So that's an hour. So that's an hour, every day. If you're really trying to be dedicated to this, that's a long time to wear this and dedicate, time to do this. So that is a huge con. Other masks on the market, you don't have to wear them that long. And even if you do, if it's comfortable, 30 minutes isn't that long. But when it's uncomfortable, 30 minutes, up to an hour can seem like forever. So that is a huge con. But the worst con of them all was after I used this for nearly 3 months, I didn't notice any change in my skin whatsoever. So I only use the red and the blue. Again, the red is for anti-aging, the blue is for acne. I didn't notice an improvement on fine lines and wrinkles, and I didn't notice an improvement on acne. So that was obviously a huge bummer. I was ready and willing to be uncomfortable and put up with this for an hour nearly every day if I was going to get results, but I didn't. So as you can tell what's coming, no, I would not recommend this LED mask. There are tons of other masks on the market that aren't uncomfortable and that can give you results. I truly do believe in LED light therapy, so I'm not saying that it's not effective. I'm just saying this mask did not work for me, and it was very uncomfortable. The bright side to this is that I can return this because it does have the 100-day return policy. So I actually just started that process this week, and it's been kind of bumpy. They don't really have a phone number, so really you just have email to communicate with their customer service. And I went back and forth with the customer service representative, just saying, hey, I want to return this, how do I do that? And she just kind of wanted to go back and forth with me, asking me questions like, oh, what don't you like? Or have you tried this? And it just went back and forth, and I was getting really frustrated because she was taking like 2 days to respond each time. And finally, I was emailed a return shipping label. So the second I finish this video, I'm putting it in the box and I'm sending it back to get my money back. So what do I do now? I still want an LED face mask. I'm thinking about either the Dr. Dennis Gross LED mask or the OmniLux Contour. I've heard really good things about the OmniLux, and that's probably the one that I'm going to get. The Dr. Dennis Gross one is $455, but it is cordless, and it is very lightweight, and I've actually seen it in a store, and I've been able to hold it, try it on, all of that. It is night and day compared to this. The OmniLux Contour, I've actually never seen in person, but it seems very, very lightweight, and it's contour. I want to try that one. The downside to that one is if you want red and blue, you have to get 2 separate masks, and they're like $400 each, so that would be like $800. That seems a bit much So I'm going to decide between those two. Again, I'm leaning towards the OmniLux. What do you guys think? Do you have either of those? Do you have a different one that you've had success with? Have you tried the Evertone? Did I do it wrong? Did I miss something? Anyway, I would appreciate any type of questions or comments because this is something that I really enjoy and want to learn more about. And I appreciate you so much for watching, and I hope to talk to you again soon.